Happy Devils Monday. This is the Woo Report. I am your host, Sam Woo, here live from Prudential Center near the Marty statue. Woo Report is titled Wild Week Ahead. We're broadcasting live from the park bench right now. I got my Dunkin' right here. Don't mean to block the statue. I got my Dunkin' here. I figured I'm going to have some lunch, have a meatless egg sausage sandwich. Beautiful day. Devils won last Saturday. Louie gives up one goal. And the Devils beat the Detroit Red Wings. Jekyll and Hyde, the Devils. You had a big loss in Pittsburgh against Ray Shiro's former team, Pittsburgh Penguins. And then suddenly, although a weaker team, they beat. Who did they beat? I'm drawing a blank. Help me out, Facebook Live, Twitter Periscope, YouTube Live. I just drew a blank. They beat the Detroit Red Wings. Of course they did. We're here live outside the Prudential Center near the Marty statue. This is the Woo Report. We got a wild week ahead. I am your host, Sam Woo. So tomorrow at Prudential Center, we have the Minnesota Wild. It's teetering 8th spot right now if you want to get an early head start. Teetering at the 8th spot in the Western Conference, coming into Prudential Center. If you remember, Zach Parise and that Ryan Suter thing, it always rubs me the wrong way, even since that 2012 debacle where Parise couldn't make a decision for days, left Lou hanging, and finally when he made his decision on that fateful day, all the free agents were gone. I still remember that, but right now, that's in the past. The Devils are on a one-game winning streak. Again, which Devils team is going to actually show up? Which lines are going to get changed after they do so well? I mean, social media has been humming about John Hines changing the line so often. As soon as Jack Hughes has that chemistry with Gusev, let's change the lines, put him line with Wayne Simmons. You know, it's for a fan. I mean, you don't know where the consistency lies, but I will say this, though. If we're guessing, I'm sure the opposing team's guessing. The only problem is the opposing team is usually making these large comebacks, and it seems like it has been somewhat of a recurring theme. But anywho, wild week ahead. You have the Minnesota Wild on Tuesday, Thanksgiving Thursday in America. You have the Devils traveling over to the Bell Center in Montreal to play the Canadiens. I think they are about third or fourth place in the playoff seed this early on. Also, the New York Rangers come to the Rock Saturday at Prudential Center, 1 p.m. start. We will be doing a live podcast from PJ Ryan's right across the street from Prudential Center, 35 Edison Place. Come see us live. I'll be there. I don't know who our guests are, but I'm sure they will be there. JD, love the intro music. Woo. You know what? I've been trying to look at some intro music for this Woo Report, which I'm going to try to do every day. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to try to do every day. I travel all over New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York City for my other job. And, today I just landed here in Newark and I figured, kind of hungry, get my Dunkin'. You know why I get Dunkin'? It's because they support women's hockey, the NWHL, or is it the WNHL? No, it's NWHL. I always get that mixed up. And I support the Riveters and especially our good friend of the Let's Go Devils podcast, Rebecca Morse. I love the way she plays. I love the way she scores. I love how she takes her right elbow and hits the glass after that score because she's very enthusiastic. Our jersey's owned from Westfield, Rebecca Morse. support women's hockey. They're having an impact. Duncan, and in full disclosure with the Federal Trade Commission, I'm not being endorsed for this. I really mean it. So there you go. That's that. So this is a big week for the New Jersey Devils, as cars are just driving by me thinking, what the heck is this guy doing here by the Marty statue? Isn't he a stalker enough? But the Wild are coming in 8th place in the Western Conference, looking to get ahead. You expect them to bring their A game to the Prudential Center. Also, you have the Montreal Canadiens, again, Eastern Conference team that are playing tough. PK Subban, again, makes his return to the Bell Center. They love him there. I'm sure we're going to hear about it from Amanda Stein that she gets to go home. If you follow her on Twitter, you would understand, which I do. Great stuff. Tim Clark Callahan, welcome. No, come to Atlantic City. We will do that. That is Flyers country. We don't care. We just invested a whole sums of money through our T-shirt proceeds for a mobile studio. So I could do these podcasts on location, produce them live, and talk to you on Facebook Live, Twitter Periscope, Let's Go Devils channel, YouTube Live, also on Twitch. I know Gary and another listener, watcher, watches us on Twitch. And Cheryl Miller, Mike Seaberger, how you doing? I actually bumped into a friend of a Penn State alum, and we'll have to catch up. I'll tell you what he said. It's kind of a sad story, but I will reach out to you. A podcast in AC would be crazy fun. You know what? It's got to be a gambling podcast. We got to get one of these betting sites to sponsor this podcast. So we can do this on the road in the casino, wager money that our, legally speaking, you got to be, I believe, 21 or older. What's the age of gambling? 18, 21? Help me out, Facebook Live. I don't even know the laws, but those that got qualified, that are of age, can bet their team. The New Jersey Devils are going to win. That would be great. Great idea. Jen Foy, hi, Sammy. Hello back, Jen. I miss seeing little Nicky in Section 208, but I will see him soon. And your daughter, I'm so glad that she got to meet the first daughter and the first son-in-law at the ice cream shop. Pretty cool. Just I hope next time she knows who they are. Anyway, so 21 for AC, Cheryl Miller says, Tim Clark Callahan, why don't you verify that with a legal attorney? I'm not an attorney. I wouldn't know, but that's what Cheryl Miller is saying. But yes, wild week ahead. And again, you could pull this Jekyll and Hyde crap, Devils, with your play. You could pull this off. Coach Hines, you could change the lines. But on Saturday, you do not lose to the New York Rangers. We said this last October 17th when we had our big hashtag We Are the Fun live event at PJ Ryan's for that pregame. And guess what happened? The Devils got their first win of the season. So you can't be messing around on Saturday. You do not lose to the New York Rangers. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast, Woo Report. I'm your host, Sam Woo, here at the bench near the Marty statue. If you see it in the background, I'm here. And if you want to stop by, but just wait around the benches. Don't interrupt the live broadcast. So, big week. This is the Woo Report. We're going to do many of these. Everybody's liking my rants, but I don't want to sound too negative. I really don't want to sound too negative. Ocean Resort got a William Hill in there, like Prudential Center. Great. Hey, if anybody saw last night's podcast, we talked about this charity event that's going here in the Prudential Center. I think they are. There's a big dog next to me. Somebody's walking their dog with a big Devil's hat. That's pretty cool. But anyway, so they're having a charity event. It's $400 to get in. It's like $25,000, I think, to be a signature sponsor. It's pretty steep. Doesn't matter to me. As I'm drinking my Dunkin' unsweetened iced tea, who sponsors the NWHL and supports women's hockey and are having an impact. Anyway, so but they're also building a helicopter pad up there, and I'm just watching all the construction going on. So there's a lot of noise. Please forgive me, but this is what happens when you do live on location, live streaming podcasts. Let's go. Ryan Hutner. Ryan Hutner convinced me to do a Woo report, I believe. I think you were the one. And he invited not 20, but 30 of his friends to support the Let's Go Devils podcast Facebook page, which is now above 1,500. Above 1,500 last time I checked last night. Now, the stats could go down because there could be some quote-unquote fake accounts. But yeah, so right now I'm just having lunch with my meatless sausage sandwich from Duncan, who supports women's hockey. Yeah, so big week ahead. Should be interesting. Yeah, so tell me how you feel about the Woo report. I'm going to do more of these. When the team's doing bad, I will rant. And I will rant a lot. And I will rant. Yikes. Yikes. I did something screwed up on my iPad. I'm just trying to produce this from here. So hopefully you guys are still seeing me. Oh, there we go. I just closed that screen. See, it's hard to be a producer / host. But it's easy when you get to talk to Devils fans. This is why we do it. And Ryan says, LOL, hell, yeah, we appreciate your time. I appreciate it, Ryan. It's not easy doing this stuff, but we do it. It's a labor of love. But you can also support us by buying some T-shirts, sweatshirts. I know Tom McConnell sent an email. I have to get that back to you. Yeah, I really screwed up my board now. This is what happens when you use an iPad and you're producing. You don't really know what you're doing. I'm trying to cue up the music so I can go home or go eat my lunch. Oh, no, that's not good. Here we go. All right, let's see here. Let's cue up the music here. All right. Let's cue it up here. Let's see if I hear it in my ear. But yeah, so this is what we're doing. From now on, we are doing live on location podcasts. I'm also producing as well, and we're going to go to all sorts of places. And I can't wait to take this on the road and meet our fans. And when I mean on the road, like let's go to Philly and do a podcast at Chickies and Pete's, one of the big Mecca sports bars down there, big chain down there. And if you're a seafood fan like me, no, I don't mean seafood and eat it. No, I'm talking about real seafood, mussels, clams, lobster tails. I'm a big fan of that. I know my wife is probably watching in thinking, nope, you're on a diet, buddy. You're on a diet. You can't be doing, but guess what? When I'm down there, I'll be like, woo. All right. So it's really cool that I'm getting people watching in. Cheryl Miller says, I can't make the December 7th day. I'll be in Belmar. Boo. Well, you know what? Boo, but you've been to our events. You get a pass. I like you, Cheryl. And I hope you have a good time. But there will be other events. We have the December 7th event, forgot to tell you, is a big event. We got Grant Marshall and Colin White coming to our event at Tavern on the Rocks, 9 Wall Street in beautiful Rockaway, New Jersey, the heart downtown of beautiful Rockaway, New Jersey. Beautiful, 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 beautiful real estate over there. Jeff, the owner, is very hospitable, and he's a great guy, and he'll also check your feet when you're there. Anyway, so let's cue up the music. Somehow it's not working. I don't know why, but let's see. Hey, maybe I should just press this button. Well, this is it's going to take some practice, folks. It's not easy producing off of an iPad location. Here we go. Awesome. There we go. Well, that is the Woo Report. Thank you for joining us. Till next time, Devils fans. Let's go Devils.